Hi everyone, my name's Charlie and I'm a fine art and fantasy photographer based in London. Due to popular request, I thought I'd make this video as a kind of process of how I start a photo to how I finish the photo. In terms of showing you guys what I do, I've got a shoot tomorrow with my lovely friend Chloe in Regent's Park, so I'll be showing you kind of like how I prep for that shoot, and then of course how that shoot goes with some behind the scenes footage, and then how I'll edit one of the photos. A photo shoot tends to happen when I'm kind of like struck by inspiration, or I see something that I find really aesthetically pleasing. And I was just walking in Regent's Park and saw the roses and was like, I absolutely need to do a shoot here to kind of capture that mid-break between spring and summer that we're currently having. If you guys are familiar with my work, you'll realise that I'm really excited about capturing the beauty of somebody within a portrait. Recently, I've been really inspired by Bella Kotek's work and the use of flowers as background. I thought it'd be really beautiful to create this picture which symbolises that kind of movement between spring and moving into summer, but also having that sleepy feeling of the flowers kind of awakening as they bloom into kind of summer colours, which I thought was really beautiful. So we're going to head off tomorrow, we're going to take some photos, I'm going to kind of try and submerge Chloe in the roses as much as I possibly can, and get some really beautiful shots. So I'll take you along with me and you can see what we get up to. So yeah, in these selections of photos I really like the way that her hair is flowing, and I really like the colours used. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this in Lightroom and I'm subduing the colours in the background by reducing the luminance, the saturation and the hue of the greens, and then really popping those pink colours in the background. So then I take it to Photoshop and I'll work on the skin layers by using a frequency separation layer, which basically separates the texture and the colour layers of the skin, so I can really get a really nice kind of clean skin tone going on without having to kind of disrupt the textures. Usually I do a dodge and burn on a portrait shot for a couple of hours, but I'm feeling like this is just a quick edit, so I'm just going to do this quickly. Then what I'll do is I'll improve the eye makeup by just adding a layer with a soft light on and just kind of dodging that. Then what I'll do is I'll dodge the hair. And then I'll add in all of the previously made layers and just kind of add them to that one big one just to create that compositional shot. So what I'll do is I usually shoot with a 50mm lens because I don't really like shooting with wide-angle lenses because they don't really have a clarity of shot and I just don't really like using them. So for portraits I'll just stick with my 55mm. Obviously, I'm a completely self-taught photographer. I have never been to university to study photography or, studied it anywhere else. I was completely self-taught, so I'm new to compositional shots. I've only started doing them the last couple of weeks, really, actually. So any constructive stuff would be great. I'd like to learn a lot more about it and how to use it. But I'm really enjoying doing it so far. I'm just usually a portrait photographer, so I usually stick to that, but this is kind of interesting for me to try. And then I'll be adding layers of the black brush tool and just going around and adding some shadows to the shot just to make it look a bit more in depth out the black gold layer by Fine Art Actions, highlighted it a little bit, and that'll basically be it. That's the original image, and these are the final images. Hope you